Okay, so today's video is going to be semi-complete, not quite complete, documentation of a bathroom remodeling project that is taking place in the master bathroom of this house. It's been long overdue. The shower was leaking. Oh goodness, that was 15 years ago, according to my mother. So that was a long time ago. That it was leaking and was ripped out and has been basically a shell. And my dad decided that he was just going to get on with the project and do it this summer. And weeks went by, months went by, nothing happened, and then all of a sudden, 2 days ago, everything was starting to get ripped up. And it's because of how sudden it was that I was not able to get any footage of the before, and nor was I able to get anything of the teardown. But in order to get something of an idea, because the two upstairs bathrooms in this house are pretty well the same, the only difference being the one that is actually, funny enough, on the other side of this wall over here, is that it's a little bit bigger, which is odd considering the master bathroom status of the other one, although it might not be the master bathroom. I'm not quite sure on that, but I'm pretty sure it is. And that, as a result, the bathroom over there's got a full-size bathtub as opposed to just a shower stall. And it's arranged a little bit differently, but we can go ahead and take a look at it. Close this door here, so I can do a little wee bit of talking anyways. The tiling in here is for, right now, it's identical tile, with the exception that the color is different. The walls in this room are painted, as opposed to the other room, where they are. It's got wallpaper. Lighting's identical. The vanities are identical. The toilets are pretty well identical, except obviously this one's been unmodified and they were a different color. Again, most of the differences were color. Nothing else. It's a wonder that didn't break the mirror. Wow, you'd expect that that's exactly what that would have done. I think the mirror in this room is also a little bigger, but I'm not positive on that. The window's also a little bigger. That's really it, though. It's basically the same. This is roughly what it would have looked like before it was all torn up. The sinks were the same. They were even both missing a drain plug. Looks blown out on the camera. Hopefully it's not that way in the final product. Doesn't even care in the slightest. Here's some of the junk. There's the original sink. Original toilet bowl. More pieces. Probably could have kept it, but if you want my honest opinion, if you're going to do something like this right, you're best off replacing everything so that everything matches. Here's the vanity. Kind of a piece of crap, actually. I'm not even sure which side's the front. Actually, I know exactly which side's the front because there's a notch in the back for the drain pipe. Looks broken here. I'm not sure if that's because of the removal process or what. But there's the top. Probably was nice looking when it was new, but definitely dated. Here's some more crap I didn't notice. This is the original flooring. Seems to me just sheets of tile. Sheets of that crappy tile stuff that you can get in stores. I'm not sure when that would have been put in. That seems like it would be fairly modern. There's some other wood pieces behind there, probably more cabinet stuff. It looks like it's just cabinet stuff. Wee bit of progress has been made, probably not noticeable. But there are nails along the entirety of this easy board now. At least I believe there are nails along the entirety of this easy board. It looks like there's also some... I'm not sure what that material is, to be perfectly honest with you. Also looks like, oops, looks like there's some easy board there now as well. And I'm assuming that when all is said and done, there's going to be more of the same along all of the edges. You can see it's already in the shower. As far as I'm aware of, the new toilet's not here, neither is any material for making the new vanity. But I'll tell you what, you sure can take a lot of crap out of a vanity. It can hide a lot of stuff. I think that most of that is the stuff that was sitting on top of it. But then, all of that was sitting in it. And you can kind of see the register there. Probably should clean that out, but whatever. I'm not sure if this is going to get repainted or not. It probably should, considering the condition of the wallpaper. Actually, probably is, because that wallpaper is garbage. So, there's that. It'll be nice when the project is finally done. I'll be able to use that bathroom again. The shower, specifically. Not having that shower has been very annoying over the last decade and a bit. Alright. Let's see here. I also figure I might as well show this off. This is the new tile. That's the, what is that? And it's going on the shower wall right there, I'm assuming, because that's wall tile, I believe. Yeah, ceramic wall tile. So that's probably going on the wall of the shower, because I don't believe that the wall of the bathroom is being tiled. I hope not. I don't think that... I think that would just be a colossal mistake. But who knows? There certainly were enough of those. Well, maybe not. There's only 3 of them. I thought there were more than that for some reason. I'm not sure what the floor tiles look like, though. I suppose I could open one of these and find out. Yeah, it's white tiling. It's not too bad, really. What came out of it was white tiling with a little bit of extra. Probably going to have to use 2 tapes for this project, though, which is kind of annoying because I was hoping to be able to fit it all on one. Oh well, can't have everything. The only reason why I can get away with recording all of this now is because there's nobody home right now. I have the entire house to myself. At least as far as I'm aware of. You know, it's funny, really, how this worked out. I really do like that, that thing right there. What is that? You can tell I'm tired. I probably shouldn't be recording this right now. Actually, I'm kind of feeling a little... I'm at the point now where I'm so tired that I'm feeling a little dizzy, so I probably shouldn't make this video at all. But it's interesting how this wallpaper here is torn up, like it is. But that's a very low traffic area. I'd expect the area around the toilet and around this mirror here, maybe, potentially, to be more torn up than that is, but I guess not. Like I was saying, I like this ceramic light plate. It's a little bit different than the one that's in this other bathroom over here. I better turn this light off before I get asked why it was on. It's a wee bit different. This one's more stylized. But it's the same general idea. The box is empty, by the way, so I'm not sure where it is. But other than that, there's been no changes. Okay, so it's been roughly a week. Here we can see some tiles have been removed from this. Here's part of one, because they always did. A couple of them have had to get cut. All that broken stuff is actually just foam material, as far as I can tell. If you take a look in here, you can see these boards are tiled. And they are completely tiled from there all the way over there. Let's see if I can get to the shot of this without necessarily having to walk in there. Well, kind of. You can see the tile at least. Try not to walk too far in here. There's tiling placed right there as well. I'm not sure if anything else has been done yet. I don't believe so. Everything else is still untiled. That ceiling is unchanged as well. There you go. It's been about a week. And this is how far it's come. Wallpaper removal was taking place, but it looks like it hasn't been finished. It really looks like there hasn't been much done with regards to that. And there's that ugly guy in that mirror. Something that I find to be very odd. Here's the toilet. There's the lid. I think that's separate. Usually it is. But not this as well. This is a medicine cabinet. Surface mount medicine cabinet. There's a couple of notifications. Assembled in the USA. Probably made in China. Which really tells you all you need to know is that it's Chinese. And I think I'm running out of tape space right now. I'm not sure what the purpose of this is. I'm really not sure what the purpose of it is. I'll have to ask. That's really the only way I'll ever know, is if I ask, so. But that's interesting. Yeah, we've got a medicine cabinet here. And my camera's running out of batteries too, that's wonderful. There's a medicine cabinet there. And there's a medicine cabinet already right there. I'm not sure if the idea is that the door on that one's going to be replaced. It's going to be replaced with a fresh one, or what the idea is. Those down there, the floor of the tiles, they're exactly the same. There's the wall tiles. Those are wall tiles as well. Yes, I thought they were ceiling tiles for a second, and I was a little shocked because I don't think we would ever be doing ceiling tiling. There are white ones, and there's a couple of gray ones as well, because there's going to be a couple bands of gray. Maybe just one band of gray. I can't really remember, but there is going to be a band of gray at least in there. I'm happy that the original lighting is going to stay, though. Because that's really cool lighting. But this wallpaper needs to go, and this place needs to be painted, so that'll have to come at some point. And the light, I guess, is throwing the camera's autofocus off. This is a bright room.
And I'm sure that the YouTube fire brigade is going to be upset at my mentioning that I need to have
a quick little bathroom video. Look at this. Here's tiling on the floor. And it's not just sitting on the floor either. You might be able to see at least a little bit that it is placed. That's a general idea as to what the pattern's going to be like. As I'm assuming is going to continue. I'm not sure where this is going to swoop back out, maybe right near the door or something, I don't know. But I imagine the white is going to continue all the way around there. Yeah, we're done that way. But there you go. Still needs to be grouted. The rest of the tiling is sitting in these boxes. And also right here. Which you can barely see because there's no lighting and I don't have a camera light. So there you go. There's a little look at what's going on.
special in the
Alright. Presuming that nobody's up here, I can do a quick update in the bathroom project. What's going on right now. That's the total process of the progress on the tiling. You might be able to see in the mirror, but I don't believe that any tiles have been laid in the bathtub. Not the bathtub, the shower stall, and I would be right. Now ordinarily that's probably not all that interesting to make an updated video on. However, go over here to the other room. See, we got something new here. Yeah, that's right. The vanity has come in. I'm assuming that that is the entirety of the vanity. The bottom piece is obviously the doors and the sides and all of that. And the top piece is the cover, the countertop, because it appears it's a porcelain vanity top, but it appears to have the sink built in. Obviously it's made in China. It's white in color, like everything else. Unfortunately, you can't really get custom colors for things anymore. There's a general idea as to what it looks like. The drain cover's down there, and that I'm presuming is probably an emergency relay or an emergency vent. If it gets too high, so it doesn't flood your bathroom or whatever. But I'm not really too sure. Either way, I'm not sure what I think of the idea of having a countertop with a built-in bathtub. Or not bathtub, a built-in sink. I can't really speak tonight. I've been working on getting my bedroom ready for a shelving unit. It's not really... It's been a long night and a long day too, but either way, it's here now. So here's the vanity. Apparently this over here is going to be replacing the mirror. I'm not sure if the mirror can go on top of this or not, but I'm not sure why anybody would ever want to replace that mirror, because mirrors are expensive. Maybe it's got a mirror built in, I don't know.
But it looks like probably not. So, really, I'm not sure what the idea is. Why that would be replacing the mirror. Actually, I can make a guess. I can make a pretty good guess, because if we take a look in here, you'll see that this is basically the only covering. Yeah, this isn't all that big. If we take a look, that's all you get. So I'd imagine that it was a hasty add-on after the fact. But I'm really hoping that mirror is going to stay, because obviously it's the only mirror that's in here, and I don't think it's realistic to expect that everybody is just going to use this thing right here. It's going to break something. It does have obviously the convex portion. Actually, that's concave. And a regular mirror as well. But I don't think it's realistic to expect everybody to use that. So that's definitely a thing to have. Hoping that that doesn't get thrown away, because mirrors are expensive. You could probably sell that or something. There's what the lights actually look like, for anybody that hasn't noticed it before. I'm not sure what's going to be done paint-wise. You can see that there's actually two colors in here, although it shows up as one on the camera. It's definitely two colors. I'm not sure if it'll show up in the final video or not. I only have a grayscale viewfinder to work with. Well, that's probably not a good idea. The batteries are not strong enough to host the LCD screen, so... Alright. You can get an idea as to what it used to look like in terms of color anyways. I'm sure the previous owner painted it. It probably was leftover paint from when they did the kitchen, because the kitchen was the same color when we moved in, at least as far as I can remember. But of course, now the kitchen's a yellow. Almost like that yellow, actually, but a little bit brighter. Actually, it's a slightly different shade of yellow, but there you go. Just going to need to remove all of the wallpaper and the wallpaper that's up there, and then it should be good to go. Alright, I think the last time you saw this, there were some tiles placed, not all of them, and it certainly wasn't grouted. But now both of those things have been done, so we can take a look at the final pattern here. I think it looks a little weird over on that side of the wall, but most of that is going to be covered by the vanity and the toilet, so it won't matter too much, I don't think. Unfortunately, that is the only thing that's been done so far. None of that's been done. None of the tiling in here's been done. Nothing in here's been done. But I do want to go over a couple of things. Take a look. You can see a shelf. You'll see that in another video. Take a look at a couple of the things that are in here. That is mine, or used to be mine. This, what is this thing? The surface mount medicine cabinet, which you cannot see because there's not enough weight in here. Oh, there we go. I was looking in the wrong place anyways. Medicine cabinet is actually, from what I heard, destined to replace the mirror that's in the bathroom. I'm not exactly sure why. I'm not sure if I mentioned that already. I think I did, but there you go. There's the toilet and the toilet seat, and that's all there. And there's the vanity. This I haven't seen yet. Single hole lavatory faucet. This is the actual faucet itself. Not sure what it looks like, but that's probably an accurate representation. And, well, there's a status update. Probably going to be no updates at all this weekend. Let's look at some of the other tiling. Let me look at the floor. Even the wall tiles, or actually more like the
I'm not sure what you would call those, but those tiles have been grouted and done as well. Pretty sure that mirror is probably going to stick around, but this is the medicine cabinet, the existing one. And that, I'm imagining, is the reason that's so small. The fact that that's so small is the reason why there's going to be another one put in right about there. The vanity has got, again, I'm not sure if I mentioned it, I think I did, but the vanity has got a one-piece countertop and sink. Not sure what I think of that idea. Wallpaper is only barely in the process of being removed. Those hooks that are up there are actually for the curtain that's been removed. Which I think you've seen in videos before. That thing. That's the curtain. But I tell you what, I think everybody in this house is going to look forward to the time when this is all complete. And I do find it moderately amusing that there's toilet paper on the toilet paper roll, or the holder, or whatever you call it, but there's no toilet in here. The simplest things that amuse me. This shower's been a long time coming. It's been torn apart for the better part of a decade. So hopefully that will get put in before the fall comes. Well, the actual fall. Before everything gets really cold. Because that was the plan, was to get this done before everything got really cold. Because of course, it does get really cold in here in the winter months. And that's just the way it is, I guess. So as you stand as an update, you kind of see where the old floor tiles were on that bathroom floor. That bathtub floor. Shower stall floor. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. I'm not sure what the deal is with that. Will likely need to be replaced, but anyways. There you go, you can see some patch job done because of rust and leakage. And some done there as well. Looking forward to when this project is going to be done. A lot has transpired with the bathroom project since the last video clip. Unfortunately, I have not been home to document the process step by step, but we can go ahead and take a look at what's going on now. I'm assuming that the remaining of the paint job is going to be done shortly. Now, once the toilet's in place, once everything here is all in place. Unfortunately, I'm going to wait until later to reveal my full thoughts on this because I don't want to get in trouble with anybody. But I'm not a big fan of this vanity. The sink portion itself, and the sink portion that's sitting right here, I'm fine with this. This is not a problem. And all of that. This is fine. But it's the actual vanity portion itself that I'm not the world's biggest fan of. My mother is not either, so I guess there's one thing. But that being said, this is probably all you can get these days. Which is very stupid. Unless you make your own. But I'm assuming that the rest of this wall here is going to get painted. And then the toilet's going to go in. Something along those lines. This entire wall here has been painted. And that's been put up. Except, I don't know how he plans on painting all of that. He's put all that in, put everything up. I don't know how he plans on doing the rest of the paint over there. That's kind of interesting. I would have figured that he would have painted this whole thing. Maybe even not, maybe up until maybe about here or so. We'll paint all of that, but I guess not. It also remains to be seen what's going to be done about that. I'm assuming, because the original mirror is still sitting here, that it is going to go in front of that. It could fit. Actually, maybe not. Yeah, probably not.
Assuming that these are the original doors. Those are the original doors, it looks like. I'm not sure if we're keeping the original doors. I'd be very surprised if he was keeping the original doors for this vanity. It's not completely put together. Still there are some more pieces. If you take a look in here. It looks like there's some bits here. This is part of it. This is actually the sink part. So there's some bits there. I'm not sure what exactly they're for, and I'm assuming that the doors and the remaining hardware is in there. Here's some other hardware here. Vanity. There's a toilet seat, the toilet underneath it, of course. This cabinet is installed. Here's what's left of that. This used to be mine, that's not part of this project, but I figured I'd mention it at least. That's also mine, not part of this project. But it's in here because this is just convenient storage. And I'm going to be right honest when I say that for, well, the first 20 or so years of my life, I've been dealing with people using my bedroom as storage. So now, fair is fair, other people get their bedrooms used as storage. Okay. So I think that's pretty much it for this update. I will continue this video when there is more to talk about. Hopefully the project is not too far from being done, because this has definitely taken an awful long time. Here it is in a completed state. One thing that's missing is the rest of the paint. Probably going to clear that up as well. Rest of the paint, really, and that's it. So I'm guessing that's going to be done this weekend. And then the last thing that will be left to do will be the shower. Alright, so this project is certainly taking a long time. It started in the summer and it's now, the middle of November, so it's definitely been a while. Probably the camera didn't break, but you can see some progress is being made anyways. The start of that's there. We've got some of these. Tile job in here isn't really coming along. Those were just put up. Also means that there's a mess on the floor, because this bathroom has been getting used. Still no toilet. And 2 trash cans, which is a little annoying. Not sure if I showed this off. I think I did. Some of those low floor things are a little annoying, but it'll do. Not sure what's going to be done about this right here, but it's got to go. And the rest of the wall also needs to be painted, and that needs to be put back on. But I think for now it's time to say goodnight to this project, at least for today.
progress. Wow.
Getting closer to that. Just gonna put the floor in the last time, and then really, and the ones up there. The knees. There. And then I'm gonna paint the rest of the wall because the rest of the wall has been painted. And that, I'm assuming, also includes the removal of the remaining, which you can't really see all that well, wallpaper. But that's it. So let me bring you up to speed on what's going on. Turn the light on, you can see the already installed shower and sink. Not shower and sink, the sink. Not sure where shower and sink came from. But you can also see that the toilet's been installed now. It's an American standard unit. Unfortunately, it's one of these, what do they call that? Dual flush, no flow jobs. I really don't like these, but because, to be quite frank about it, and to try not to gross anybody out, I find they have a little bit of a trouble cleaning up after, shall we say, large messes. And I don't even really understand how quite how this is supposed to work. It used to be that you could just lightly tap toilet handles and it would flush. Not so with this. So I don't really know how that's supposed to work, but it'll have to do because there's basically nothing else you can get. Obviously, as you can tell, the paint job has not been completed yet. Probably won't be for a while. This has got to go. I'm not sure if this is actually going to be kept or not. I doubt it, though. That's got to be put back into place, but that won't happen until after everything's painted. Wallpaper on the ceiling's got to go. And I figure I'll try it with the other side. Not really sure what kind of a difference that made. Maybe somebody will point it out. Somebody's actually interested in that stuff. I just noticed something about this door. It's painted a different color of green than the rest of the room. I don't know how that happened. Maybe it's a different door. It looks like this is the original paint here. But then again, even that doesn't look like it's the same. This might be a door from someplace else in the house. I don't really know. But that still has to come off. That's not done. That has to go back in. I don't know when that's going to happen. Or if there's a new one that's going to be acquired for that. This is getting somewhere. It's missing the floor tile. I'm not sure if that drain is being retained or not. It looks like it's a little messed up, but it's there, I guess. So there's that. Tiling on the floor needs to be done. Obviously, you need one more layer of tile down there. And maybe 2 or 3 remaining layers of tile on the upper level, and then it just remains the fill-in grouting, and then that'll be finished as well. So at this point, probably going to be finished. I don't really know. I'm not really going to give an estimate, but it's been going on for a while now. It's probably, let's see, this would have been started during the summer, and it's now Friday, December 9th, according to this thing. So, but it's been going on for a significant amount of time, and it'll be nice once it's finally done. It'll really be especially nice once the shower is finished, because it means that there won't be a log jam for you to shower in the morning. I'm not sure what all this is. I'm guessing it's just unused hardware, completely unneeded. And then they give you a rather nice bag. I'm not sure what that's for either, but I'm going to have to see about keeping that, because that's pretty cool. But anyways, that is the project as it stands. And there you go. And I'm almost out of tape on this. This thing's going on for 2 entire tapes. I'm also running out of battery. That's not really a good sign. But anyways, I think I'm going to close this.
So I don't know when the next update will be, but I'd like to tell you that the next update is going to be the final one. Or at the very least, we're getting closer. Well, it's been a while since I've been in here.
There's actually some work being done right now. Oh yeah, there is. I don't know where it is. The camcorder can't really see it. Oh yeah, there it is. Let's see if I can actually get this. There's some work being done on the tile saw. You can see. You can probably hear it as well.
But, this is what's going on in here.
Let me just get a look. I really do find it neat how the gray is working out, although I really have expected there to be more gray tiling than there is.
I think there's some fitting being done on the base now. It's basically just that.
Putting the tiling up at the top. I think there still needs to be some on the side. Both sides. Yes.
And then the ceiling needs to be done, and of course the floor, and then the painting of the rest of the room, and then this project is pretty much a wrap. But there hasn't really been much work on it
until recently. You can really hear that tile saw. It's complaining about my batteries low, but
I'm using the AAA pack, or sorry, the AA pack. I really have expected this tape to have run out faster than it did, but anyways, you can see that it's just basically the fill-in that needs to be done now. We're getting to the home stretch. It's happening. Everything else is certainly working out well. You can see the ugly guy operating the camera. I'm not sure what's going to be done with this. Still, I really should ask about that, if that's going to be removed, or if that's going to stay there and it'll be covered up by something, but it's still there for now.
More tiling work has been done. You can see. A lot more, actually. We're up to the top here. I think we're still going to do that side, and probably, I don't know how well of a shot I'm going to be able to get at this, but up there as well. I have no idea. I could move this and check. I don't know what you're looking at. Actually, probably not, but you should be. I think in here a little bit. Yeah, I can't really get behind there. But, I think you get the idea. It's coming along.
And that's been pretty much the progress. It's been tiling and tiling and more tiling.
So I'd imagine I'm trying to get that done, or my father's trying to get that done as soon as possible, because
Tiling in the wintertime is not really a nice prospect. Then you can do all the fill-in. I forget what that material is called.
I'm going to call it grout, but I think that's what it is. It's grout. Do all of that.
And then I think at that point we'll proceed with the painting and the removal of what little remaining wallpaper there is.
And there is very little. It's just basically the stuff on the ceiling as well. But that's what it'll look like completely in here when it's all done. Not much of a difference from the existing color, but still very noticeable.
And a much better color if you ask me.
Okay, let's go ahead and have a look if I can actually get to the light switch here. What the progress is. Once again, not really a huge deal of progress, but the tiling work is pretty well complete. That my tape ran out, so I'm going to try and record this in the short period of time that's still left on this one. Hopefully it'll be enough, but what I was trying to say is that all of this is done. It's just maybe, I think that might be 2 layers up there, and then that one, and then that's it. Now the tiling work will be done because the other side's also finished. See there, up there. So I'm not entirely sure what's being done in terms of a shower curtain, but I imagine it's just going to be a curtain. It wouldn't be a door or anything like that. I think the ceiling might also have been painted. I recall it being a lot more dirty than it was, but I don't know if it was painted or not. In fact, I highly doubt it because I definitely don't see any paint sitting around over here. Well, now we don't have any focus, but I definitely don't see any paint out here. So I don't know. I presume that's the remainder of the tile. And there's some other pieces there. I don't know what for. Us, maybe. The other thing that does need to... No, that has been done. So, see, there's tiling all the way up that. So I don't know what those other ones are for. I know that there needs to be at least one layer on the bottom. I'd imagine it'd just be one. That tile's down. Oh, it might go... Actually, that probably wasn't the best idea ever, but it might need to be down there.
Right. Got another tape here, and we are ready to continue with this project. And I have to say, we've hit a pretty big milestone. I'm not really sure what we're going to do with all this tile and all that tile, because if you take a look, with the exception of one right there, the entire thing is tiled. It's just that one that is not. If I go in here underneath, you can see tiles. Probably shouldn't go in here with socks on, but tiles, they're all in place. So all that needs to be put in there is that one tile, which I'm assuming at least is sitting right here. Be this thing. That'd be that one tile there. The rest of all of that's just extra. Again, I'm not entirely sure what's going to happen to it. If it's going to be used for something else, or if it's just going to... Well, I don't know. But now the grout work needs to be done, and then there needs to be a shower curtain put on here. At least I'm assuming, once again, that it's a curtain. I asked, I didn't receive a really straight answer, but I'm assuming that there's going to be a shower curtain. And then it's just the painting. And then this project can be put under wraps. And it's been a long time coming. The video, I've already edited the other portions of the video, and we are up at about, an hour's worth. So this has gone on for certainly long enough. Oh, right, and the floor tile. We need to have floor tiles, but that shouldn't be a problem because they're in there. And here is the progress as it stands now, middle of August, 2017. Nothing visible there, but you can see there's grouting done pretty much, all the way around. So what about that last tile down there? There's some done up there as well. I can see some more there. And up there, I don't know if there's any up here. Oh yeah, there sure is. Some down there. It comes all the way down here on that side, and about the same on this side. Also, of note, final tile is in place. So all the tiling work except for the floor in here is now done. So that's a pretty big milestone. Still a long way to go though. Have to grout the rest of it and then do the floor. And then get a shower curtain and then get that, and then it'll be ready to go. And then gotta do the painting, the rest of the painting. And this project will be a wrap. Look how dirty this is, this mirror. I don't know how that managed to get like that, but it's dirty. Oh, I'm gonna fix that too. But the painting's gonna get done first, of course. You know, the really slow progress continues really slow, but unabated nonetheless. Though I suppose I can't really say it's that slow. This is actually some pretty big progress. The floor is in place. The fact that the drain is not centered is actually kind of annoying to me, but I had to talk to the designer of the house before anybody else. It's not really anybody else's problem but theirs. No more grouting work's been done though, which kind of sucks. I was really hoping the grouting work would have been done by now, but it hasn't. I'm hoping personally that it'll be done by the end of the month. I could just do it myself, and that would guarantee that it'd get done, but grouting work needs to be done. I think those aren't laid yet. I think they're just sitting in there, so those have to get laid out, which hopefully won't take too long. And then, other than the grouting work, it's just putting in the fixtures, maybe getting a shower curtain. I hope maybe getting a shower curtain, maybe a door. Probably a curtain, though. I don't think this is really designed for a shower door. And then this project will be on wraps. Well, again, the painting needs to be done. That all needs to be taken off. Nothing's been done in here. Except for this. This has been taken up all the time. What I mean here in this floor right now, here's the latest in the project. The whole thing has been grouted. All of it. Well, not quite. The exterior's not done yet. Shit really hasn't even been started. Painting's not done. So, still quite a ways of work left to do. I don't know what happened there. Something obviously did. All that's been removed now, though. So, it's coming along. Rather slowly, but slow and steady certainly wins the race. I still don't know whether or not there's going to be a curtain or a door installed in the shower. I also don't believe we have the shower accessories, unless they're sitting over somewhere. It's basically the same. Let's take another visit to our bathroom here. Don't know where I left off in the process, but the shower stall is all grouted now. Everything. And the floor is installed. The drain is put back. Still need fixtures before that can be used. Also still need a shower curtain or a shower door. I think a curtain is what's going in though. The big thing that's been done, the paint has been finished. At least I believe that the paint has been finished. All the blue color. Now, I think a better job could probably have been done with this paint, but I didn't do it. Things could have been masked off a little better. I'd assume that this is going to be repainted here at some point, but maybe it won't be. I don't know. I mean, I guess a camera, it's not too bad. Hello. That's been installed. I think that's all new, actually. There used to be another one here, but I think it was way up there. I don't remember. That seems kind of high, but oh well. Again, better job probably could have been done masking that off, but that is definitely going to be painted at some point. And I've been told that it's going to be painted white. Again, don't really know how I feel about that. I think that it could have been much better if it was painted the same color as the rest of the room. This hasn't been painted, but those have been installed. Which leads me to wonder if maybe this is going to be painted. I don't actually know. Be kind of a jarringly different color. But it's not like it doesn't match, I guess. I don't really know. I'm not very good at matching colors, but maybe the audience can tell me if this is indeed the final product, that I do finally get all this done.
I don't know why there's two of them. And, I guess we're probably not putting in a doorstop. I guess this is going to be the doorstop. Don't know how I feel about that. That just looks like something that's going to break very quickly. Either a hole in the door or that's going to fall off. I don't know. People don't slam this door though, so I don't think it'll be that big of a deal. But everything is pretty well. I mean, it's not clean, but everything is pretty well wrapped up. There's a low-flow sink. And it is what it is, really. Everything's there. So it is the state as it is. Getting closer to being finished. So, after 3 years, maybe even more than that, I don't actually know, of work, it's now complete. Has been for a little while, I just haven't gotten around to making this video, finishing everything up. So, I'm not really sure I'm fond of the positioning of these. I think it would have been better if it opened up this way. I think this one is also the same way. It kind of opens up like that. I think it might be backwards, to be honest, but whatever. So your sink. Low water usage sink. I don't know how I feel about that. Low water usage toilet. I think this is in a really inconvenient location, but it might be up a little too high. But that's alright, I guess. Towel holder. There's another one there. Really not a good place for it, but it's there. You see it's completely painted. The only thing that's really missing are those. I don't even know where they went. I think there's a bulb out right now because it died. So, you can see there's the window. Look outside. In the shower. This, I think, was the last thing that needed to be done. So we got a curtain there. And it works. And the best part is that it actually will come down. It's got a proper little handle. I'm not going to turn it on right now because I'm sure it's going to go all over the place. And I'd rather not get wet. So, but there you go. There is the process of remodeling all of this. Now that doesn't really look all that great. I mean, look at this. So, touch-ups needed here and there, presumably, but it's functional, and that's all that really matters. So, thank you for watching this probably very long video. If you've got any questions or comments, do feel free to leave them down below. And that's that.